Okay, Book of Spectres.
That was folly.
Oh dear, that was terrible. Yeah, I'm never ever playing that card again.
Checkmate.
No, I'm just joking. That was a misplay on my part. I played it at the wrong time. It was pretty funny. Conceded out of embarrassment. Okay, what am I playing today? I'm playing a Reno Mage deck, courtesy of 3 amazing players, Mentalistic, Yata, and EK Designer. Now, I have featured these players before on my channel. I've featured their decks, I've talked about them. If you're not following them on Twitter, do yourselves a favour, follow them on Twitter, because these are what I would call 3 awesome Hearthstone minds, and when you take these 3 players and you combine them together, this is the deck you get. So, Reno Mage, I think, is more challenging to play than Reno Lock. Reno Lock can tap for cards. It can tap for answers to solve the problems that you are facing on the board. Reno Mage, in this case, does have card draw. I mean, you can see Kolai Oracle, Stargazer Luna, Book of Spectres, that didn't work out for me. But yes, there is card draw in the deck, but generally speaking, you are probably going to have to deal with the problems you face on the board with the cards that you have in hand. You can't tap constantly for solutions like you can with Reno Lock, and therefore with Reno Mage, resource management becomes absolutely critical. You have to make the most out of the resources that you have in hand, get the best possible value out of them. So, cards that I enjoy in this deck: Frostlich Jaina for that unlimited healing value, Zephyrus the Great, again hunting for the perfect card, the perfect solution to your problem. Flame Ward is in this deck. I keep misplaying. When my opponent plays Flame Ward, I keep misplaying with that, and I keep throwing minions in when I shouldn't. And I've noticed that a lot of my opponents still do the same when I play it. So yes, people are still figuring out Flame Ward, which I think is pretty cool. First little highlight here is against a Shaman, and Luna's Pocket Galaxy is in this deck. Luna's Pocket Galaxy is due to be nerfed in the next couple of days, so yes, if you're watching this video and crafting this deck, enjoy Luna's Pocket Galaxy now while you can, before it gets nerfed. But yes, it's going to cost 7. Conjurer's Calling will cost 4 in the upcoming nerfs. Dr. Boom Mad Genius will cost 9. I'm a big fan of that nerf. Barnes will cost 5. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Big Priest. Will Barnes still see play? Will people still play Big Priest? It's an interesting question. I think they will. You don't need Barnes in Big Priest. People have proven in the past that a Barnes-less version of Big Priest can still perform incredibly well. Okay, speaking of performing incredibly well, my opponent is being very slow, which means I can afford to take things slowly. Next turn, we have Pocket Galaxy. Make our minions cost 1. And then we have Book of Spectres to draw those minions and not our spells, he says. And my opponent just still ridiculously slow here. And I'm taking serious advantage of this. At this rate, if he doesn't play cards, I can just mill him with Kolai Oracle and then draw cards with Book of Spectres. Or maybe I don't want to play Book of Spectres. Maybe after my last experience of playing it, maybe I deem it to be too risky. I don't know. I guess I need to wait until I've drawn more of my spells naturally before playing Book of Spectres. But hey, there's the concede. Happy days. Okay, next game, another Shaman. So I don't really know what I'm mulliganing for here. I like the Doomsayer, and I think Flame Ward is reasonable. Depending on if he is going to be aggressive. It could be a Murloc Shaman, in which case Flame Ward could be pretty good. No, it's another Quest Shaman, of course. Well, Flame Ward could still be good. And there is Luna's Pocket Galaxy. Wow. So we could, in theory, coin it out on turn 4, which is nuts. And now I see why they're making it cost 7. I see why it's being nerfed. It makes sense. Alright, so we will get some Flame Ward value in this game with these lackeys being played. But what do I want to do here? I'm going to just draw. Drawing a secret seems sensible. I mean, I could have Doomsaid, I could have pinged the 2-1. There are options on that turn. But yeah.
That's incredible.
I just want him to speed up a bit. I don't know what he's really thinking about. He's got 2 mana to play with. Either hero power or player card. Come on. Alright, that's a card. That's a pretty good card here. So it allows him to maintain some semblance of board presence. Flame Ward seems reasonable here. Don't know if I should have saved it for a slightly bigger board, but
I hope you like my
see, misplaying around Flame Ward. This is what I do all the time. I play the mini and then I attack. Because I test for mirror entity. I should attack first. Yeah.
Nothing can stop me. Nothing.
Alright. Pocket Galaxy on 4. Pretty insane. Alright, there's a woohoo. Jade Spirit. So once that quest is complete, those Jade Golems are going to start growing. And I featured this deck, or a similar deck, before. It's awesome to play against slow decks. Because whilst your opponent is slow, you just focus on completing your quest, growing your Jade Golems, and then there just comes a point where your Jade Golems are too big to be dealt with. You play the Shudder Walk with Lotheb's Battle Cry, and usually that locks out any kind of big AoE board clear. So yeah. Very soon, we will be outvalued in this game in terms of minion pressure.
Unity, precision, cruelty.
Okay. Just put a little roadblock in his way there. Oh, okay. So adding that battle cry to the pool. Well, speaking of battle cries, it's time for Kazakus. And this is going to be pretty awesome. So we're going to get 2 potions here. I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to go for the 10 cost potions. And even more greedy. 2 copies of Kazakus back to hand, and we play it again. And this time less greedy. 5 cost potion. I'm going to value the armor there. Another 10 cost. Okay. And 4 Kazakus potions in hand. The opportunity to play another Kazakus to get another potion. Or another 2 potions if Bran lives. Oh!
That was
King
funny.
Mukla, sure. Oh dear. Oh, okay. So clearly the Kazakus potion value was just too much for him. Alright, so Mentalistic, Yata, and EK designers Reno Mage. The games that you saw in this video weren't terribly long. I haven't really revealed the full power of this deck and what it can do and how it can stand up to other slow control decks in long games. You didn't get a chance to see that in this video. What you saw was something a little bit more fun and interesting, in my opinion, in terms of that insane Kazakus potion value. But yeah, this is a strong deck. It's solid. Skulking Geist is something that I put into this deck because I was facing Jade Druids a lot on the ladder. If you're not facing Jade Druids, take out Skulking Geist, obviously. If you have questions about this deck, I think you should feel free to get in touch with Mentalistic, Yata and EK on Twitter or in the comments section below. I'm sure that they would be more than happy to answer your questions about Reno Mage. It'll be interesting to see how Reno Mage is impacted once the nerfs hit in terms of what happens with Luna's Pocket Galaxy and also generally with Big Spell Mage, with Conjurer's Calling. I'd be interested to see if it now costs 4, how does that impact Big Spell Mage? So, thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all again very soon for more Wild Mode fun.